Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Miguel Whittle and welcome to Youth Mental Health Awareness in Wiltshire. This is a media campaign which is part of an Instagram group called wilt.youth.awareness. This social media group looked at particular groups across Wiltshire that we believe has not received enough attention. This presentation focuses on mental health because I believe that teenagers around my age are the most vulnerable and are too afraid to speak out. For example, did you know that according to the World Health Organization, around 20% of the world's children and adolescents have mental disorders or problems, and about 800,000 people commit suicide every year? So I wanted to take some research into about mental health in the UK, and one of the best sources of research I had was Young Minds, which is the leading charity in the UK that battles mental health to children and young people. In 2015, according to them, suicide was the most common cause of death for both boys, 17% of all deaths, and girls, 11%, and this was aged between 5 and 19. 3 in 4 children, according to them as well, with a diagnosable mental health condition did not get access to the support that they need. Our campaign's aim is to bring awareness of how complex mental illness is, and we hope that people are confident in discussing theirs. For example, for a case study, there was a man named Carly at the age of 19, and he has published hundreds of books, and despite that, he has struggled with depression and Asperger's syndrome for a very long time, and never spoke up about it until 2017. However, he did talk about it through the books he's written, but he never addressed himself having mental health. Eventually though, using Google and researching how to share his story, he was able to reach out to lots of people. Now, a lot of weight has been lifted thanks to the many positive comments from random people, along with support from fans and loved ones for having the courage to be so open about it. He also believes that people are afraid to speak about their mental health with everyone being so judgmental, and makes names such as being ill or retarded. As well as that, it was the actual pain that stopped him from talking about it to anyone. Depression is a condition that has caused people to lose their lives. This is what we at Mental Health Awareness in Wiltshire's youth want to reduce, as many young people could be suffering through depression but are afraid to speak about it. He now quotes, "If you or anyone else that you know struggles with any kind of mental health problems, it's okay to get help." This is exactly what my campaign is there to do, as over 50% of people using rehabilitation services are successfully discharged within 12 months without any further readmission. And now we move on to the government and the NHS. Just 0% of the NHS budget is spent on children's mental health, and only 16% of this is spent on early intervention. The cost to the economy of all age mental health problems is estimated at £105 billion a year, roughly the cost of the entire NHS. On the 10th of October 2018, World Mental Health Day, there seemed to be a change, as Theresa May had appointed Health Minister Jackie Doyle-Price as Minister for Suicide Prevention, as the government hosts the first ever global mental health summit. This is mainly due to that while suicide rates are falling, 4,500 people still take their own lives every year. My campaign has noticed also that one of the best ways to cure someone who has anxiety is mindfulness. Mindfulness lets a person relax by letting go of the world around him/her. There are lots of books and podcasts that instruct you how to do this. The best way to experience it is in a warm, quiet area where you can rest your head whilst listening to a calm narration and relaxing noises such as birds tweeting and the quiet blowing wind. It really helps you go to sleep by just relaxing and not constantly worrying about your heartbeat and constantly sweating. For the characteristics of what makes a good mentally healthy person, being that my campaign focuses on supporting mental health, it only seems right that our campaign tells you what does make a mentally healthy person. And people who are mentally healthy avoid negative mood states created by depression and anxiety by maintaining a strong support network of loved ones whom they can depend on for encouragement. And being mentally healthy also means being emotionally well by avoiding negativity on things such as social media, spending time with upbeat, positive people interested in their welfare, as well as avoiding things that are seen that can easily bring negativity, such as cigarettes and alcohol. To summarise my presentation, my campaign, Youth Mental Health Awareness in Wiltshire, is going to work alongside the government, and we are going to help support the promise to support pupils in school by bringing in new mental health support teams and offering help in measuring students' health, including their mental well-being. And that's all I have for our campaign. I hope you enjoyed our campaign and understand just more how complex mental health is. I've only scratched the surface of really how massive being mentally ill is, and there are many different types of it. And it's not just teenagers that are vulnerable, elderly people can be vulnerable as well, and so much more. But to summarise, that's all I've got time for my presentation. Thanks so much for watching my mental health campaign on Youth Mental Health Awareness in Wiltshire. Be sure to check out the Instagram group, which I link below in the video. And I hope you will enjoy and understand more how complex mental illness is. And you can follow my Instagram group to help support my mental health campaign. Thank you for watching.